Okay, hello and welcome guys to my channel. Um, if you're new here, my name is Testimony, and as the title has initially described, I'll be talking about the reason why Sound to Continuum failed, the reason why I indefinitely decided to stop Sound to Continuum and start working on another project. I might come back to visit Sam to continue, but as of now, I don't know if I'd be continuing. But I will drop the second chapter on manga plus creators, and for now, I think that will be till I get further ideas. Okay, so I will start from Sam to continues. What is it called? Meaning. Sanctu continuum means holy continuity, and it's a story about a guy who was forcefully ejected from his original world and summoned to another against his will, and is forced to partake in a holy war that he knows nothing about. Yeah, so that's basically the premise of Sanctu Continuum. And I stopped because I stopped because I noticed I have a problem with continuity. Initially, when I started drawing, like every other beginner out there, the first thing you want to do is to learn how to draw immediately. All you want to do is learn how to draw. Everything you put your mind to is drawing. I don't know about every other person, but me, that was exactly what happened to me. Like removed every other thing and put all my attention into drawing, and basically just drawing the human anatomy. And then at some point I was able to start drawing other things like animals and shit, but like backgrounds I you know had or have an issue with them, so I skipped learning that entirely. And I never had it in mind that I would like to go into comic book making. It was as I grew and as I improved that I discovered that I enjoy visual storytelling. Making comic books, it just gives me joy. So before I found this out, okay, even after I found this out, all I did was to continue practicing my anatomy, not figuring out any other thing, not focusing on any other thing aside my drawing. And that was where I started to get it wrong. Everybody needs to know that. As everyone who is a beginner needs to know that it's not all about drawing in the beginning. It's about figuring out everything. Well, not basically everything, but figuring out what exactly you want to do as an artist. In art, there are different what will I call it, like different categories or sections. We have the painters, we have the illustrators, we have the comic book artists, we have the sculptors, we have the I don't know. Basically, that's all I know. Painters, sculptors, uh, um, comic artists, etc. Whatever, sha. What you need to know is when starting out as a beginner, you need to know the exact field you're going into. It's very important. Um, it's very important, so that you can grow with it and improve every aspect in time instead of you know improving one aspect and then having to circle back later. The reason why I'm saying all this is because assuming I had known that I'd like to go into comic book, I'd have refined my skill of storytelling and grown. Just the way I've developed my art style and perfect and perfected my knowledge on anatomy and every other basic, knowledge. I could have also refined my skill in storytelling, but because I didn't know at that time that I'd like to be a comic book artist, I only, refined my drawing skills, which is good. But now I have to circle back and, start learning how to tell stories or write stories without the stories getting boring or getting generic. So the main issue with Sound to Continuum is at some point I felt like the fight scenes are too much and the story is not, you know, it's not the story I'm trying to tell is not really getting across to the audience through the book. So I was like too much, so I decided I would end that. I would suspend that project and use what I've learned from that failure in my next book that I'm working on. Now, I wouldn't like to say anything about the new project I'm working on because, unlike Santo Continue, I wouldn't like what happened to Santo Continue to happen to this one too. So, if eventually the project fails, I will. It won't be like I keep on, posting about new books and I never follow through. So, I've recently come up with a new idea, and I want to take my time to fully script it. And basically, I want to be done with the script for the first volume before I start any art at all. So, and like I set a kind of boundary for myself, or not a boundary, more like a rule that if I'm not before I publish the first chapter, I'd have to have done 3 chapters. So if I see that the story is coming together pretty well, I will start to know, or I'm done with the first 3 chapters, I will start to talk about it on my YouTube channel. So that's basically it, guys. I hope you've been able to get one or two things from this video I made, even if it's not a tutorial or anything, but you should be able to learn from my mistakes. That's the reason why I created the channel in the first place, because I don't have anyone to learn from aside people I watch on the platform, and I would also like for people to watch me and learn a lot of things. And if you're interested in the Santu Continuum, you can find it on Manga Plus Creators first two chapters will the second chapter will be completed and published, so you guys can check it out. And in not too distant future, I will start, talking about my new series. I'm really looking forward to this new series because I explore a lot of Nigerian culture and heritage and Nigerian mythology. Whereas I never knew Nigerian mythology was so rich until I started doing the research for this new series that I want to work on. So, like I said, before I start the drawing, I'll have to have made the script for the first volume as 7 chapters, and once that is ready, I will let you guys know. So, guys, that'll be the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Testimony. I'm a digital artist, and I'm Nigerian. You can like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. But I really hope you do because my channel is. I really don't even know what's going on with my channel right now. I barely get views. I don't even get likes on my videos, which I don't know. I don't know if it's YouTube. I don't know. But it's all good. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay golden, guys. Peace.